Awesome, guys. So I see there's a lot of people watching. It's been like a jump and a boost. Dubai, wonderful. So this video, as I said, is going to be really short today. I have to leave like in a minute or in like 5 minutes. So we have to make it very quick and very fast. If you have questions, comment below. I might answer them or answer them in another video later on. But today I want to talk about kind of a topic that I realized recently. So people who succeed in any field, they have what we call mentors. And you probably know mentors, what it's about and what people like, that all successful people have mentors. But you have to be very careful when you pick your mentors. Because of this reason I realized recently. So I was kind of thinking about my trading style and what I've been trading like these past 2 years. And a lot of it is based on pretty much what my mentor traded, what the people I talked to traded. And the people I spend the most time with, I ended up trading like them. Like having similar strategies, similar things that I trade and that I look for. So if you surround yourself with people who don't really align with your personality and what you like to trade or what you are good at trading, it's going to be very difficult to be able to trade that and do, because you're going to by default do like they do. So if you don't have the right people, and if these people are like really different people, like they trade like algos, for example, and I hate algos. I'm not going to trade algos and I'm not going to write algos. But if you only focus on that and that you start to follow these people and learn from them, and those are your mentors, probably you're going to go in the wrong direction. And that's where you have to kind of go back and work on what you've been doing these past like 5 years or whatever, and to change it. So that can be very, very dangerous. And I'll answer a question from Rallen. Let's see. Do you think you have found a strategy that works for you? And we'll keep it. This is a really good question and in line with the topic. So do you think you have found a strategy that works for you? And will you keep it long term? Good question. So right now, what I do is I'm kind of working on my strategy. I know I have something that works for me, but I know that I still have to tweak it because of the fact that I realize some of the downsides, some of the things that might not work as I expected it. And cool thing is, I don't know, Rylan, you're probably not in the academy, but we had a training last week with Mandy, and that was on personality. And I took the test for myself to see like what I would be most like best at, and I kind of know for myself. But I took the test anyway to see what I would be best at, and it turns out that I'm kind of more supposed to go toward mechanical stuff, things that are kind of more mechanical. That means that theoretically and in like just in theory, things like zones, things like looking at the chart and deciding whether or not to enter a trade because of a level, that's not really mechanical. That's more discretionary. And seems like this is not the exact perfect thing for me. I've been doing that for like 3 years or more, and it works. It really works. But I'm trying to see now whether it's possible to do it without those zones and to kind of experiment with different things. So it's a good question. And yeah, really good question. And I think like you cannot have a strategy for the next 50 years. That's impossible. You always have to adapt. And we don't mean like changing the whole thing and scrapping everything and say, well, it's not working out, I'm going to do something completely different. But you just have to adapt a little bit and change some things. Some markets are very good, like to give you big rewards sometimes. Like market conditions. And other market condition, you're going to have to take short profit. And that's why you have to adapt and to change things over time. And it's also why like going back and reevaluating what you're doing all the time is really important. And I don't know if I should talk about this, but I've seen many people who get involved into kind of different things, whether it's online or offline, or they trade, they have a business on the side, they do different things, and they find it hard. And I find it hard myself sometimes, because managing all these things of like your trading, your business, working in your trading, becoming a better trader, those are all things you have to manage. And it can be very tricky, like can be a lot of things. And I've seen people who like they are trader at the basic, and then they start a business or whatever else on the side, and they cannot sustain both. They have to go back on trading only. And like we've seen that multiple times. And I'm not going to name names here, but there's a lot of people who've been doing that in the past. And I've talked with many people. Some of my guests on the podcast, they don't have their business anymore because they had to go back to work on the trading and to focus on that only. So yeah, kind of off topic, but I'll have time for maybe one last question. And I know in TV game you're doing that also, the systematic part. And so I don't know if you saw the interviews on my podcast about algorithmic trading. There's a bunch of them, and can be interesting to just to listen to. And I think we can learn a lot from these algo traders. Yeah, FX Pip is mentioning a good point. You cannot really backtest discretion. Like, yes, you can go back on your chart, but it's a whole lot of time and a whole, I don't want to say waste of time. I've done it recently for my academy, things that I've been backtesting like in the past, for these past like 10 years, or I think I only did 5 years, just to go back and like doing everything myself, and so people get like an idea of the result. But it's just a long time. It could take 4 or 5 hours per currency pair, which is really long. In your experience, have you met more discretionary traders or mechanical traders? Both of them. I think both of them. There's people doing like the two all the time, and I cannot say like I've met more one or the other, but definitely like there's all these. So for sure there's like all these style, and they're not. It's not like more one more the other. I think unfortunately some people like to like put the other category on the side and say these are bad, or like, I don't know how to say, but like discretionary traders like to say, well, only discretion works and discretion is the best thing ever. And then mechanical traders, they like to say, well, only mechanical works. If you're discretionary, you're not able to trade. And that's something I've seen multiple times. So I'll give you just an example. In the book, The Universal Principle of Successful Trading by Brent Penfold, what he says is basically discretionary traders, they never know like how to trade. They're just doing random stuff, and they will always be like under mechanical traders. And some other books say the opposite, right? So I think that's it's a personal preference for sure. It's something with your personality also. So that's why I say the test that I did last week, and you can take the test. Maybe put the link below, but this is a test from Tony Robbins. But to know what the result mean and like what this applies in trading, that's where having a coach, someone to help you out, can really be helpful. But I'll put the link below, or just go on Google and type DISC, DISC, Tony Robbins. You'll find the link, and it's a free test to get, so free test to take. And then they send you like a PDF with all the details, and you can just go read it. Really interesting for yourself too. Yeah, exactly. And TV Game has a good comment here. So guys, I'll finish it here because I have to go right now. I have to go work in a coffee shop, and it's weather's like incredible to the outside. It's discouraging, but anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Give a like if you enjoyed the video today. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you pretty soon. Ciao.